So I recently lost 50 pounds, and I've lost 50 pounds in 4 months. And I've had this question a lot about how I've done it and, you know, how I'm able to keep going. And so I thought I would just share some of what I'm doing and hope that it will help you. So I started this 4 months ago, and at that time I was very heavy, obese, and I started to have problems. I was having a heart murmur, and you know, the doctors were saying, hey, you need to lose weight, you need to do it now. So I started researching. I've done tons of diets in the past. So about 8 years ago, I had to have a hysterectomy, complete hysterectomy, and I gained like 30 or 40 pounds in like a couple of months. I didn't know that was going to happen. And ever since then, I have tried everything. I've tried Weight Watchers, which does work. It's slower. I've tried the HCG diets, which worked, but the weight came right back on. Tried low fat. I've tried low fat. I've tried the ones where they send you the meals and you have to, you know, just eat everything that they have. And that works. It does, but it is slow. And the problem is that when you're done with the diet, it comes back on because you still haven't learned how to eat. So after talking to my doctor and doing some research, I decided to do the keto, low carb diet. But I'm doing a modified version. So my plan is after I want to lose another 25. After I lose all of my weight, then I'm going to stay on the keto diet long term. However, to get the weight off quickly, what we decided I was going to do is I was going to do low carb, and I was going to keep my calories at 1,000 a day. So it seems pretty drastic, right? That's what I thought too. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to do this. I had done the HCG diet in the past where you eat 500 calories a day, and you know, I did the stupid thing of taking the diet pills, and so that was in the back of my mind. I didn't want to do diet pills. They didn't really want me to do diet pills because I was already having issues with my heart, so that wasn't going to be an option. So I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm going to starve to death. Well, so this is what I have learned in the last 4 months. 1,000 calories a day. So this is what 1,000 calories a day looks like. You can have somewhere roughly around 100 to 130 calories for breakfast. So I currently do protein oatmeals, and they're not very filling, I'll just tell you. And then for lunch, I can have 4 ounces of meat, and those meats need to be not terribly fatty. So I mostly eat chicken, and if I have trouble where my weight doesn't want to go down, I'll eat steak for an entire day, and I just do 4 ounces at lunch. I can have as many green vegetables as I want. So I can have as many green vegetables as I want. So let's talk about what those green vegetables are. So you can't have anything that's starchy. So no corn, no potatoes, no sweet potatoes. Your vegetables need to be like broccoli, asparagus, green beans. You can have mushrooms. You can have greens, spinach, cabbage. You can have heart of palm, squash, cauliflower, celery. cucumbers, zucchini. Zucchini is a great one because you can get one of those zoodlers and do the zucchini and then cook it with a little bit of butter. You only need to do it for a couple minutes and it really tastes pretty good. And I'm not a big vegetable person. Some of the others that you can have is like you can have okra, bell peppers, eggplant, Brussel sprouts. So lettuce. Lettuce doesn't really have any nutritional value, so you can eat as much as that as you want, but it's not really going to help you if you're going to do something like this. So I have at least 3 cups of vegetables a day, and I split it. So my main thing, I'm kind of stuck on green beans. So you can get these little packets of ham seasoning from the grocery store, and they have hardly any calories in them, and you just cook your vegetables with that, and it tastes great. So I have that at lunch, and I have that at dinner. So I get one of those big cans, and I just cook that with my ham seasoning, and I'll put the name of it in the description below. And that's what I eat. So I eat 4 ounces of meat at lunch, 4 ounces of meat at dinner. I can eat pretty much any meat. I've discovered that I don't really have any problem eating meat, but you want to stay away from the really fatty stuff. And the reason that is because the fattier stuff has a lot of calories in it. And let's face it, no matter what diet you do, it's calories in, calories out. If you want to lose weight, you have to eat less calories than your body is spending. It just is basic math. And you know what? That's not something I wanted to hear because I'm hungry. So that's how I do my diet. I also have a around 100 calorie protein shake in the afternoon. Sometimes I make it into a pudding. You know, if you're looking for protein shakes, just go to like GNC. Look for ones that don't have a lot of calories, don't have a lot of carbohydrates in it. So when you're looking to do something like the keto low carb diet, what you do is you're looking at the carbs versus the fiber. So you take the carbohydrate grams and you subtract out the fiber grams, and that's how many net carbs you have. So you want to keep your carbs low, like around 30 a day. And you really want those to be mostly from vegetables, which, let me tell you, I also did not want to hear. That's what works for me. Now, if you space your food out during the day, you know, so I essentially eat like every 3 to 4 hours, and that really helps me because, let's face it, you get hungry, like really hungry. But this is kind of how I deal with the hunger. So there's 2 ways I deal with the hunger. I drink water until I think I'm going to float. So water really helps. Water helps fill up your stomach. It helps get all that fat out of your body. And I've found that if I don't drink a lot of water, I am much hungrier. And you know what? Plan your day around when you're the most hungry. So for me, I'm most hungry at night. And so I always have something kind of sitting in the back in case I need it. So if I'm just dying, I'm so hungry, then I'll get out some celery and I'll just eat celery. So you can do things like, if you wanted to do celery and ranch dressing, you can just be very minimal with your dressings, your condiments, all of your condiments. You want to be pretty minimal with them. I can't eat mayonnaise, but hey, you know, a lot of people can, and you could do like chicken salad, tuna salad, things like that. Those are really great, especially if you're like traveling. And the other thing I do to deal with my hunger is coffee. So One of the things that my doctor told me, and I've done a little research on, and is actually true, which of course, I should believe my doctor, but it's easy to search things on the internet. Okay, so coffee, which is caffeine, works in the exact same center in your brain as the diet pills. So it will help stem your hunger. It will help kind of tamp it down. So if I'm having a really hard time and it's just like I'm starving, I am never going to make it to lunch, dinner, or whatever, I will go and I will make coffee. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not a big coffee fan. So this is what I do with my coffee. I'm a frou-frou coffee person. So you may not be a frou-frou coffee person, and you may just be able to drink coffee any way that you want to. But remember, calories in, calories out. So what I do is I get stevia in the raw. That's the one that I like because it doesn't have that really bitter flavor, and it is pretty sweet, but I'm going to tell you, I use a lot, and it's fine. You can get these Da Vinci syrups, and they are sugar-free, and you can get them in like, I can't tell you how many flavors, a ton. And we have a world market here, and the world market carries them, and they have like every flavor. So I put a couple squirts of that in there, and I put my stevia, and you can also get sugar-free creamers. So I'm telling you, I doctor my coffees up because I just can't stand it. So that's how I tolerate the coffee, and that's how I stem my appetite, because I'm going to tell you, it's hard. It's hard to eat 1,000 calories a day. And you know what? You may decide that you don't want to go that low. But for me, that's what we did, because I needed to get the weight off fast because my health was getting bad. I have young children. I take care of my parents. I have responsibilities, and I don't have time to have a heart attack or, have serious health problems. So I had to do something, and I had to do it fast. And this is what's worked for me. And I can tell you, if you do this, if you follow like I've followed, it will work. It will work for you just like it worked for me. And it's done some amazing things for my health. So I've been a type 2 diabetic for years. And guess what? They don't even consider me a diabetic anymore. I mean, my blood sugars have gone to the normal range without medication. I'm not even taking medication anymore. And my cholesterol has come down. My blood pressure has come way down. Like the first, when I first started, like the day I started the diet, my blood pressure was horrible, really bad. And the last time I went to see my doctor, it was like in like the really optimum range. So I can tell you that this diet really works. When I get to my goal weight, what they've told me to do is just start to add back a little bit of carbohydrates, like every week, until I get to the point where I've like gained a pound and then pull back, and that's where I can stay to maintain. So I'll forever be on this lifestyle, and what they've told me is it's fine to every once in a while have something, but you want to avoid carbohydrates, breads, and things like that. One important fact: no alcohol. No alcohol at all. My husband and I love wine. We like red wine, and I haven't had any wine at all. As a matter of fact, our anniversary's coming up, And I was thinking, oh, I think I might have some wine. But now that my diet's going so well, I've decided I'm not having it because I really want to get to that goal weight, because now I can see it. I can see that goal, and I don't want to cheat because I really want to get there. So I hope this helps you and it gives you motivation to get started, because that's all you have to have. And I wasn't even that motivated when I started, because let's face it, who wants to be hungry? And, who wants to eat 1,000 calories a day? But I really didn't want to have a heart attack. And I really didn't want to leave my children motherless. And my husband with the responsibility of, 5 people in the house. So I did it. And I'm motivated now. So I hope this helps you. And, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer anything. I'll be happy to tell you some of the brands and things I use when I'm eating. I've found that Sam's has this chicken that's amazing. It has like this teriyaki sauce on it, and I eat that a lot. It's really good. And all you have to do is stick it in the microwave. So it's pretty great. All right. Well, I hope this helped you. And let me know if you have any questions. And I will see y'all again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.